Hey guys, I am Todd Daniels. I am a homeowner. I am the homeowner. I'm not a professional. I don't do this for a living, but I try things out at my house, and if they work, we go on forward with it. And we found something here that we think works. So today I'm going to show you how to use Cleaner Renew and Vinyl Renew, an item that we just found on the internet. My wife and I gave it a test drive. I'll show you where we did. I put it right over here.
This is our turf.
So we did a test. Here's the test. The test is right here. We did this little small section just to see if it would work, because we didn't know it would work or not.
And it looks nice.
We cleaned it and we sealed it, and it's been sitting there about a week now, and it actually looks good. So it actually helped. It doesn't look perfect up on top, but when you get back to the door and you're looking out, the entire fence looks better right there. I mean,
Yep.
you're looking at it and you
I'll
can
walk
tell
away.
the difference. You can absolutely see the difference. So I'm going to follow the directions just like it says on the bottle. I got a garden sprayer. I have my Renew vinyl cleaner, and I'm finishing it up. I'm going to clean the rest of this fence with a non-abrasive scratch pad. I'm going to do it by hand. I could grab a brush on a stick and I could do that. But I had such good luck on that section there that I'm going to do it by hand. I'm going to take a scratch pad and wash this entire fence, and then we're going to come back here in a few hours and we're going to put the Renew vinyl
Sealer.
on it, and it's going to be, I think it's going to look good, but I'll show you here in just a minute. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is just take a garden hose, just a regular garden hose like you have at home. I'm a homeowner, right? I'm not a professional, so we're going to spray this down. We're going to get all the dirt off of it we can with this garden hose. Spray it down really good. Make it real good. We're going to take this vinyl Renew cleaner that we have in here at a 5-to-1 ratio. So I put a cup of vinyl Renew cleaner in there, and the garden sprayer, and then I put 5 cups of water with it. And I'm just going to spray it on, and it says not to let the vinyl Renew cleaner dry. It's imperative on those directions not to let it dry. So I'm just going to do the top of this, spray it on. Looks like my garden sprayer needs a little air in it. There we go. And we're going to take that scratchy pad I told you, that blue non-abrasive scratch pad, and we're going to scrub it. And we're going to, I've already done this whole fence. I'm just doing this section here. I'm going to do the rest of this. Then I'm going to go around and do the front of it. And yeah, it takes a little time, but it's a beautiful day out, and what the heck. So we get that off there, and you can see the dirt coming off that fence. See it right there? It is really coming off. So it is doing its job. It's getting some residue off and whatever else. 5 years. This fence is only 5 years old. And we decided we didn't quite like the way it was leathery. And we thought, well, we've got to get on the internet and we've got to find something that really works well. And we found this product. So I'm going to scrub this fence down. Then I'm going to rinse it. And we're just going to do that section by section. That's nice.
Come in. Let's get arm workout. Wax on, wax off.
Right.
Do you have to dry it, or is it air dry?
Okay, so we cleaned the entire fence. We did 15, let me see, 15 8-foot sections of fence with 3 cups of vinyl renew cleaner and 15 cups of water and a garden sprayer. So it goes a long way. So if you're wondering just how much you should buy, that's a little calculation for you. 15 8-foot sections, 3 cups of vinyl renew, 15 cups of water, 5-to-1 ratio, just like it says on the directions. Does about 15 8-foot sections, one side, not two, just one side. Now we're going to paint on the vinyl renew cleaner. So I show you this little one because this is how we figured out that we wanted to try it. We bought a little sample size, and we did one section, and it worked for us. So now we're going to go back and we're going to do the rest of the fence because it looks good. So you may want to think about that before you get all wrapped up in buying this big gallon of vinyl renew. You might want to get that little sample section or little sample size and give yourself a little test spot somewhere. It says it does vinyl furniture and garage doors and anything vinyl siding. So now we're going to start painting. Okay, now we're going to paint on the vinyl renew sealer. And I chose to paint it on because that's what we did in our test section and it worked well. You can use an airless sprayer. I tend to overuse product in an airless sprayer, so I really like the way that it went on. It's not hard. Come on, I'll show you. So we're just going to apply it just like anything else you paint. You know, nice and easy strokes. Put the vinyl renew on. We're going to let it dry, and then we're going to come back after it dries, and we're going to put another coat on. 2 coats seem to do us well on the test spot, so 2 coats is what we're going to stick with on this spot. So that's,
do you have to make sure it's thoroughly dry, or is it just, can it be tacky?
It has to be thoroughly dry according to the directions. So
okay.
When it's thoroughly dry, you can go back and do another coat. Good question. Good question. From the homeowner, you see that? All right. So we're going to do this fence, and we'll get back with you here in a little bit. As you can see, it does look better even with just a wet coat. Of course it does, right? Everything wet looks good, but it seems to really help this fence. You know, leave it to us to have a dark fence, you know, a dark colored fence instead of a white fence. So that's why we're doing this. It does help that fence. So here we go. Okay.
It's a gorgeous day.
It is.
The fence looks really good. So that's before or after. This is before, but this has already been cleaned.
Yeah.
Cleaned, and we got 1, 2, 3, and then the doors. And then we're gonna do the other side tomorrow. Almost done with this side.
Okay, you guys, so that about does it. We've washed all the fence, we've treated it all. The vinyl Renew product, this product, seems to work. It seems to work really well. So here's a piece that we haven't done yet. We're going to finish up with this one. And here's a piece we have done, and you can see the difference. So it does work. So that's what I got for you. I did the brushing. I did it exactly as the directions said, followed them to the letter, and it works. The vinyl Renew product works. So you've heard it from Todd the homeowner.